Hello everyone, Dion Johnson here, the Womanologist. Hi, welcome to Influencer, episode 7. I'm so excited about the number 7. And as you're joining, I would really love for you to say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm so excited that you're here. Today I have a special announcement. This is really important. It's a really important announcement. Maybe not for everybody, but for those of you who this is for, this is really for you, and it's going to make such a difference. I'm so glad that you're joining. As you join, say hi. Let me know where you're watching from. I really want to just get going. Yeah, I don't know how long I'm going to be here for today. Usually I like to keep these broadcasts to maybe 15, 20 minutes max, but I don't know how long I'm going to be here for today, because here's the thing. I've got this message that I need to share. It's like fire in my belly. I just need to share it with you. I think it's going to make a real difference to you if you're a woman in senior leadership. If you are a CEO, a director, head of department, strategic lead, especially in public service, your organization, your industry serves the public well-being. Your remit is around keeping the public well, keeping the public safe, keeping the public contributing their best, being their best selves, being whole, being well, being meaningful in their society. Your organization serves the public, and I am honored to be able to serve you. Your work is important. There's never been more more important time for us as leaders in public service to improve and transform our own performance as leaders, our own contribution as change makers, because there's just so much that needs to be done to serve the public in the way that they are worthy to be served. And so I'm just so excited that you're here joining me. We've been live for 2 minutes now. If you're joining through the broadcast live, then let me know. It's really good to be able to say hi to you and respond to you. Let's have a conversation. But if you're watching on the replay, then put hashtag replay in the box so that I can just keep up with your questions and comments as you go. Like I said, my name is Dion Johnson. I'm the Womanologist. A client gave me that name. She said to me, quite by accident, she was just telling me about her experience of working with me, and she said I was like a woman doctor, that she came to me for her leadership, and that what really got healed and what really got touched and what really got restored and transformed was her capacity as a woman. And so she called me the Womanologist, and I like it. I kind of it stuck with me, and so I hope you like it too. My work is really all about supporting women, helping women to evolve as women and as leaders and as change makers. For such a time as this, it's an intense, crazy world that we're leading in. And the demands have never been greater. We're being asked to do more with less. It's just a really, it's a big time for us as women in senior leadership. And I like to say I am a woman in a man's world. I am a Black woman in a white man's world. I am a Christian in a secular world, and I am faithfully different. I was born with a facial disfigurement in a beauty obsessed world. And for many years I thought that really counted me out, in terms of, I thought all those things really put a cap on how successful I could be as a woman in senior leadership. And what I've learned, and the journey that I've been on, has really taught me that those are the things that qualify me the most to have something to say to you as women in senior leadership, that qualify me the most to be able to contribute to the improvement and the transformation of public service leadership through my work with women who lead in that space. And so I'm really excited to be able to talk to you today. I really have this special announcement. I know this announcement is not going to resonate with everybody, but if it resonates with you, then that's a signal right off the bat. I'm telling you, that's a signal that we go together. We go together. You and I. You were born to change your world, and I was born to support you. I feel like that some of you still need to know more about who I am, but maybe I'll do another video about who I am and why it's worth listening. But I hope that if I just jump straight into the content today, because I am really bursting to make this announcement, that you will either resonate or you won't, that you'll either, draw closer and learn more and we'll get to know each other better, or you won't. And that's absolutely fine. I'm happy and open to either being true and right for us. But here's the announcement that I want to make today. The announcement that I want to make today is that it is time for you to prepare for the work of your life. It's time for you to prepare for the work of your life. It's time for us to prepare for the work of our lives. It's time for women to prepare for the work of our lives in public service. It's time for us to prepare for the work of our lives. I'm so excited. I'm saying it over and over again because I really want you to hear me say that it really is time for us as women to prepare for the work of our lives. Now, what's the work of our lives? Well, the way that I'm interpreting the work of our lives is that work that you were born to do. That work that only you can do. The work that you were born for. I'm looking down at my notes, okay? The work that you were born for, the work that everything up until now, everything that you've been through, everything that you've experienced, everything that you've gone for, failed at, achieved, accomplished, everything that's happened up until now has been preparing you for. Everything that it has been working for, the work that only you can do, that only you are equipped to do, the work that you are uniquely equipped to do, the work that if you don't do this work, your life won't be fully lived, fully expressed. That it's the work that you were born to do. I hope you get me. I hope you're feeling me on this. Like, this work is the important work of your life. I can see someone's joined. Say hi. Let me know where you're watching from and who you are. Otherwise, I can't see you. All right. Don't know who you are unless you say hi. So this work that I'm talking about is the work of your life, the work that only you can do, the work that you were born to do, the work that if you don't do this work, your life won't be fully expressed, your life won't be fully lived, your life won't be complete if you don't do this work. And that's the announcement that I've come to make today, that it really is time for me, for us collectively as women, to prepare for the work of our lives. I'm so happy that some of you are joining me. Say hi, so that I can see where you're watching from and who you are, so I can say hi to you personally, and write any comments that you have in the box. It is time for us to prepare for the work of our lives. I really hope you can hear me. So when I was thinking about this, I was thinking about Jesus, and I was thinking about how Jesus had many jobs before he did the work of his life, right? So he was a carpenter, a rabbi, a counselor, a consultant, a coach, a preacher, a healer, a master trainer, and all of those things he did with excellence. He did, he started off at the beginning, he worked his way up, he did all of those jobs, but it was ultimately the cross that was the work of his life, right? Adaze, hi, my goodness, long time, sister. So Jesus did a whole load of work, and then he went on the cross. The cross was the work of his life, right? And it's just like you and I, like you've done this role and that role. You've worked for this organization and that organization. You've worked in this industry and that industry. You've climbed the ranks. You've worked for this boss and then that boss. You worked in that team. You've done a variety of things. You've held a variety of positions. You've done a variety of projects, accomplishments. You've done a whole lot of things, and I'm suggesting that all of that is feeding into, it will all be informing what is the work of your life. Nothing's going to be wasted in this season. If this word is for you, that it really is time for you to prepare for the work of your life, then nothing's going to be wasted, right? All of that stuff that you've done was preamble. All of that stuff that you've done was the beginning stages of you preparing for the work of your life. And I'm really excited about that. So what I've seen this morning as I was thinking about this was that we've been being prepared for the work of our lives since day dot. Since we got here, since we got onto the planet, we've been being prepared. Whatever it is that you've gone through, whatever it is that you've experienced, whatever it is that you've overcome, that you failed at, succeeded, everything has been preparing you. But here's the difference between then and now. The difference between then and now is that you are now being called to participate, to be willing and voluntary and intentional and deliberate participant in the preparation for the work of your life. I'm so excited about us preparing for the work of our life. It's time for us to prepare. So it's time for us to prepare, and there are 3 really powerful keys that I want to share with you about preparing for the work of your life. And the first thing is that the key is that it's rare. That this work of your life is not run of the mill, it's not copycat, it's not imitation, it's not same old, it's not unusual, it's rare, it's unusual, it's unique, it's you like. It's most you like. It looks like it's not like anyone else. It's not going to be like, what everybody else is doing, going with the norm. This work of your life is going to be you like, the most unique, the most unique. That's what I want you to say. The first key to preparing for the work of your life is that you must know that it's going to be rare. It's also going to be regal. It's going to require you to step into your sovereignty, step into your highest leadership. We're going to do series on what it means to be a queen. But I want you to begin to understand that the preparing for the work of your life is going to require you to be regal and own your queendom. A queen is sovereign ruler. She's leader of her domain. So in order for us to unlock and prepare for the work of our lives, we really have to begin to become very clear about what our domain is. We're going to have to get really clear about who it is that we are serving. A queen is benevolent. She is a service. She's there to serve the people and the planet and the places and the domain, her domain. She's there to rule supreme in service of her domain. So really, this unlocking the key for preparation for the work of our lives really involves us getting to understand our domain and occupy as queen. And so there's regal. But the third key, I think perhaps the master key, I'm calling righteousness. Say it out loud. Say this word, righteousness. Righteousness is really key in the preparation for the work of our lives. Now, I know that you know that I'm a Christian. You don't have to be a Christian watching this broadcast. And so righteousness sounds a bit religious. I'm not really speaking in religious terms today. I want to look at the dictionary definition of righteousness. And the dictionary says that righteousness is simply moral correctness. Moral correctness. So let me share with you my definition of righteousness. Righteousness to me means right relationship. Right relationship with. It's about being in right standing in relationship to something or someone else. Think about that for a minute. Even think about your own definition of righteousness. What does it mean to be in righteous standing, righteous relationship? For me, it means to be correctly positioned in relationship to other people or other things. That's what righteousness means to me. So, and what have I got in my notes here? Being in right standing with correct, appropriate relationship with seven things. In order to prepare for the work of our life, we must position ourselves. We must be in right relationship with 7 things. 7 things. I'm going to share those 7 things with you today. We need to be in right posture, right positioning, right relationship to God. Now, I know that you don't all serve the same God as me. I know that you might not be a Christian. You might not think Jesus is Lord. None of that. I'm not talking about that today. What I'm talking about today is that you need to understand that there is a realm that that works in conjunction with the earth realm. Call it spiritual law, call it universe. You need to understand how to operate with spiritual intelligence. You need to understand your relationship to spiritual intelligence. That's key. Righteousness is key with spiritually. You need to be spiritually connected with your God, you might say life or light or universe or whatever. I'm not arguing with you today about the language. I'm asking you to understand that in this season, to prepare for the work of our lives as women, we need to develop righteousness with spiritual things. Righteousness with spiritual things. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing that we need to develop righteousness with, remember there's 7 things that we need to develop righteousness with. The second thing is people. We need to be in right standing. We need to be in right relationship with people. The people that we are connected to. The people that we're connected to at home, in our communities, at work, in the world. We need to clean up and correct our relationship, our connection with people. And this is multifaceted, and there's a lot involved with this. I know that a lot of the people that I work with, myself included, that in my preparation for the work of my life, which I'll share with you another day, I am thinking about, my relationship with my parents, my relationship with my family, my relationship with my friends, my relationship with the people that I'm not just professionally, but personally. We need to some people need to say sorry. You need to apologize to some people. Some people you need to give them back what you owe them, or stop doing something that you've been doing that's putting you out of righteousness with people around you. We need to clean up our relationships. Ooh, we're getting into deep waters. I'm not going to go too deep today. I just want to share with you that righteousness is the key, and we need to be righteous in 7 areas if we're to prepare for the work of our lives. We need to prepare righteousness with God, righteousness with people, righteousness with the planet. Righteousness with the planet. This one is challenging me. I'm telling you that that our planet is ailing, groaning under the way that we're treating it. And this means different things for different people. But if we are going to prepare for the work of our lives, we need to be in right standing with our planet. We need to be treating the earth in the way ecologically. We need to consider what it means to be ecologically friendly. Okay? So we need to be in right standing with the planet. You need to be in right standing with yourself. You need to be in right standing with yourself. You need to be righteous in your relationship with yourself. You need to be morally correct in your relationship with yourself. Some of you, I know because this was me, and I know because I work with women in senior leadership a lot, and I'm telling you that some of us have unrighteous relationship with ourselves. We have believed lies about our true identity. We talk to ourselves as though we are unworthy, unvaluable, fake people, just not worthy. We don't speak to ourselves like the queens that we are. We don't speak to ourselves well. We don't treat ourselves well. Some of us treat everybody well apart from ourselves. Like, if we're going to prepare for the work of our lives, we really must get right with ourselves. We must get right with ourselves. I hope you're writing these down, because they're really key to the work, preparing for the work of our lives. And then you need to get in right standing. You need to be righteous with the mission. With the mission. Mission for me is an acronym that means a massively meaningful, important, specific service that impacts our nation. The work of your life will impact nations. The work of your life will impact communities, will impact, it will influence, it will bring you massive influence. The work of your life will bring you massive influence. And so we must get clear, crystal clear, and very ironclad committed to the mission. We must be in right standing with the mission. The mission must be first. I can't tell you how many women I've spoken to who are, like, one woman comes to mind right now that I've just been writing about in my new book that's about to come out, that she came to me because she wanted a promotion. She wanted to be promoted, but she was having some pushback in her organization. And she was saying to me, I want to make partner within the next 2 years. And I want to, I'm pushing and I'm pressing and I'm going to fight these people who are opposing my promotion. And, I listened to her for a while, and then I asked her, why do you want to be partner so bad? Why do you want to be promoted so bad? Why is it important for you to occupy that role? And this woman couldn't answer me. Well, she was fighting. She had a lot of fight, but just not much sense of mission. Not much sense of why that was important, apart from the, getting another stripe or getting more money or, the kudos that goes with that. But that's not enough in this new season. That is not enough for people who are preparing for the work of our lives. If we're preparing for the work of our lives, we must be really rooted and grounded in a powerful sense of mission. A powerful sense of mission. This is what it's going to take to prepare for the work of our lives. And then we must be in right standing. We must be righteous with the past. We must be righteous in our relationship. We must be right standing with our relationship with the past. Some of us need to let go of some old stories of the past. Some of us need to let go of old experiences of the past. Some of us need to let go of some old people from the past. Just some things that are just like baggage, some legacies, some hurts, some wounds, some cuts, some grazes, some betrayals, some hurt, just some things that happened in the past that, sometimes I listen to people talking about things from the past, and they're still feeling it like it happened yesterday, like it happened today, this morning. It's happening now, but it didn't happen now. It's happened in the past, and we need to get ourselves in right relationship. This is a really key part of preparing for the work of our lives. There's a powerful call for us to get in right standing with the past. Let the past be past. Let the past be past. It's really important that if we're preparing for the work of our lives, that we get in right relationship with the past. Okay, and the last one is we must get in right relationship with the future. With the future. So oftentimes we don't have vision. We don't know where we're going. It's like we're going through life blindfolded. Well, to prepare for the work of our lives, we must begin to cultivate and devise and develop really clear, keen vision into the future. A really clear, keen vision for what's ahead. We must begin to get bold about declaring the future. We must begin to get aspirational about what we want to see going forward. This is a really critical part of the righteousness that we need to cultivate and to unlock the work of our lives, to prepare for the work of our lives. I really hope that you can hear me with this, that these 7 keys, I hope it's 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So God, people, planet, yourself, the mission, the past, and the future. Developing right relationship with these is really key. It's like the work of preparing for the work of your life. You know what? I've been talking for a while, 23 minutes, but I hope you can hang on with me a little bit longer, because I want to share with you that if you dare to commit to preparing for the work of your life, then there is promise. There are some promises that belong to you that you can bank on, that you can expect as we go through the second half of 2019 and into 2020 and beyond. There are some things that you can expect when it comes to the work of your life, when it comes to becoming the woman that you will need to become to do the work of your life. There are some promises that you can expect, and guess what? There are 7 promises, and I'm going to whiz through them now. All of this that I'm sharing with you today, I'll be unpacking in the days and the weeks and the months going forward. And I'll be running events that you can begin to, if you know that it's time for you to work and prepare for the work of your life, that you can be part of, so we can gather together and work together to prepare for the work of our lives. Okay, but I'll tell you more about all of this later. But I just want to get out the core message today. I want to get out the core message today, but we'll put flesh on these bones going forward. All right, so there are promises associated with saying yes to preparing for the work of your life. And I'm going to go through these promises right now, just whiz through them. You can expect that you will be pushed into your destiny. You'll be pushed. That you won't have to strive to climb. That it'll be like there is pressure behind you, easing your journey. Oh, I had such a powerful dream about that, but I'll share that with you another day. And you will be propelled. You know, like when you see a helicopter, the thing at the top of the helicopter, the propeller going round and round and round, so it lifts you. You'll be supernaturally lifted. You can expect that you'll be lifted if you prepare, if you say yes to being prepared for the work of your life. You can expect to be positioned. In fact, you will find yourself in rooms that you didn't ever expect that you would go into. Doors will open for you. You'll be positioned in roles. You'll be headhunted. People will call for your opinion. You'll be influential in a way that people will want to know what you have to say, and the people that will want to know what you have to say will astound you. You'll be called before great people that you thought, you know, I'm expecting Brené Brown to give me a call and say, let's talk, Dion. I'm fully expecting that, because I've received this promise that you will be positioned if you say yes to being preparing for the work of your life. So the next one is that you'll be partners. For those of you that are single like me, your husband will come. For those of you that are lone ranger entrepreneurial women, or are the only woman in your all male board, or, you know, just feeling isolated, a bit cut off, a bit alone. Those of us who are feeling a bit like we don't fit in anywhere, people are going to find you to partner with you. You'll be partnered. God will partner with you. People will partner with you. You'll start to get help. Your team will identify you. Your tribe will come. You'll be partnered. You'll be partnered. You can expect to be partnered in 2019, 2020 and beyond. The right people will come alongside you. And performing miracles. Impossible things will become possible. You know, when I think about this, I always think about when Kennedy said, let's go to the moon. We're going to be going to the moon. And he spoke to NASA. He told NASA, we're going to the moon. And NASA said, okay, and went about working out how they were going to get people to the moon, right? Well, that's what I mean. Like, now we hear about NASA sending astronauts, and people are beginning to pack their bags because people are about to go on holiday to Mars, right? What I'm saying is that in this season, if you say yes to preparing for the work of your life, you will see things that are currently unthinkable or impossible will become thinkable, and not just thinkable, they'll become possible, and not just possible, even likely. That impossible things will seem like they're doable when you begin to say yes to preparing for the work of your life. I'm so excited about this. And the next one is that it will prosper you. You'll be prospered. Your abundance will become your portion. You will money. Well, you know, people will offer. You'll get job raises. You'll attract people who want to exchange their money for what it is that you're offering in the work of your life. You know, the work of your life will be of high value. It will command high reward. It will cause an exchange. Money will come to you, riches will come to you, wealth will come to you if you say yes to the work of your life. I really hope that you're catching these promises, that they're exciting me. And protection will be yours. Protection. Divine protection, and again, people protection. You know that the work of your life will have risks involved with them. You'll be speaking up against the grain. You'll be coming against the status quo in many aspects. You'll be going against the grain. You'll be rocking boats. You'll be disruptive when you're growing in influence, when you're taking up the work of your life. And you know what, if you say yes to this preparation period, you can bank on the fact that you'll be protected divinely and naturally. People will come to build a hedge around you so that you can go ahead. You'll get supporters, you'll get sponsors. People will come to help you and protect you and hedge you in so that you don't have to be affected by the assaults. And you'll get people who do your PR. People who do your PR, people who do your social media, so that you don't have to read what people are saying, your naysayers are saying. You know, you'll be protected. You can expect protection if you say yes. Wow. How's it sound to you? For me, I'm telling you, I'm all the way in, and that's what it's going to require. You need to say yes to being intentional, willing, voluntary, like you need to really say yes to being intentional about preparing in this level now for the work of your life. The work of your life is really needed in the earth. The work of your life is really needed in your industry. The work of your life is really needed in your nation, in your community, in the lives of the people that ultimately this is about. The lives of the people that ultimately this is about. You know, I heard this morning, as I did my prayer meditation, I heard the still small voice on the inside of me saying, it is time to say yes to this preparation period. It is time to sit in the beginner's seat. So you are a woman of senior leadership, you are a high achiever, you've done well, but this is the time now when you're being asked to be a student again. You know, approach this season of your life with a beginner's mind, a new beginner's mind, that you want to learn new things in preparation for the season that you're about to go into. That you want to sit and be taught, sit and be mentored, sit and be coached, sit and be challenged, sit under the process. It means submitting to a new way, learning new ideas, seeing things in new ways, exploring for new perspectives. It's about surrendering to the process, because this really isn't going to be a fly-by-night thing. You're not going to be able to rest on your laurels from what's gone, you know, your preparation in the past. You're going to have to grow again, grow to a new, ascend to a new dimension of influence for the work of your life. And that's a process. So it's about saying yes. And if you say yes, I want you to subscribe to this channel. I want you to, go to my website, join a link, use the link that's accompanying this video. Just get connected, because it is my work. It is the work of my life to support you as women in senior leadership, in public service, to prepare for the work of your life. That's why I'm here. That's what I've been going through, in preparation for this work. You and me, we're going to partner to prepare for the work of your life. I've got a message from God. My God says that he cares about the public. He cares about people. He cares about the planet. He cares about what we're doing in public service as the leaders who are sitting in high places, leading this work. It really matters that we line up. I'm not asking you to come to church with me on Sunday. I'm not asking you to read my Bible. I'm asking you to say yes to preparing for the work of your life. So what do you reckon? Do you say yes? Do you say yes to preparing for the work of your life? If you say yes, put a yes in the box so that I can see that you're with me and that you are saying yes. I think that what got us as women in senior leadership here to this level of leadership, this level of influence, is not what we need to do for the work of our lives. We need to go more. We need to go further. We need to advance. We need to develop. We need to grow. We need to evolve. And that's going to be a process, and it requires your participation. Say yes. It's time to prepare for the work of your life. My name is Dion Johnson, the Womanologist, and if what I've been saying resonates with you, then reach out, subscribe to this YouTube channel. There'll be many more videos to come. There'll be courses. I want to tell you about an event that I'm running in July, but I'll tell you about that another day. I really want you to get in to the group and the gathering of women around the world who are saying yes to preparing for the work of our lives. Daze, I agree. Nothing will be wasted. All will contribute to the success of the work of your life. Yes, Adaze, definitely. Definitely. All that we've been through, all that we've come over, all that we've participated in and failed at, achieved, accomplished, everywhere that we've been, we have been gathering data for this work, the work of our lives, for all of our lives. And so, yeah, nothing will be wasted. Thank you. Unless there are any more comments and questions, I'm going to go. But I just needed to get this message out to you today. I might do this video again because I'm sure when I watch it, I'll realize that there are things that I didn't say. But I'm hoping that you will have taken notes. You'll watch and watch and watch again, because this is the time for us, for you and for me, and for women all around the world in public service to prepare for the work of our lives. Catch you later. Bye.